Hey guys, I don't really do tutorials, but today another pipe burst right near my vacuum breaker, and so I thought I'd show you what ancient wisdom I learned from the guy at Home Depot, because I honestly don't know if he's passing this stuff down, but you have to ask him and then he tells you these amazing things. So I started off, I had to shut the water off because it was spraying everywhere. And so this is the irrigation supply that I had to mark so I could figure out what the heck they were. I've got two drains there, and then this one is to the house under there. I had to use my special pitchfork looking thing to do that because those are way down there and they're hard to turn with your hand. So once I did that, I was able to cut the pipe, and I've cut it fairly even here, and that allowed me to glue on these two new couplings. And I put the couplings on backwards. Well, one of them reversed from the other one actually. So there's a reason for that, and I'll explain that in a minute. Then I had to take this pipe here and actually took it all inside and measured it together so that it would match up fairly nicely. You can be off by a couple eighths of an inch, but maybe more than a quarter of an inch, and you're going to run into some problems. So I have a male adapter there and a male adapter there that I have to use into this pipe here, but then everything else is glued. So this is glued in place, that's glued in place, it's glued under here and here, there, and there, and actually saved me quite a bit of parts, the guy telling me exactly how to do this. So once I glued this whole top part, and then I have these bottom parts to put on, so I made sure that they lined up before I cut the last pipe and before I glued it all together. So the great thing about this is they're different directions, because in the winter time, take this off and put it in the garage and put these on here. This is the exact same piece, one coupling, but two halves of it that we can use on two different sides, and just screw it in place. And the genius about this is that then it makes it easier to plug this. This is a male adapter plug. You can see it's inside there. And so I've got two male adapter plugs, which I can take out if I need to in the winter. Also, I'm going to build a better little contraption for doing the air compressor, so that it'll get a better seal, so it can actually screw right into this. So got a little bit of primer in there. Alright, so here we've got this piece that I'm just going to put that back in the garage for now, and then in the winter time I'll bring it out here, take this off, pull the line out, and I'll have this all cleaned up. So now this piece pops right on there, and I want to make sure that you have plenty of your Teflon tape. And so I've wrapped both of these threadings with Teflon tape, and so I can just screw this back together here. It's quite a bit of threading, so I'm pretty sure it's going to hold fairly sturdy. And they had a display inside Home Depot. I wonder if the old guy built it, because he was pretty proud of showing me it. But I didn't understand it when I looked at it. Didn't understand the actual genius behind turning these two different directions. So now this is nice and tight, and we're all good to go there. So got all the seals sealed up, all the connections are made. Let's see if this sprays all over us. Whew. Vacuum breaker's working. Seems to be holding. Alright. Well, we'll see if we have any more drippy drips. Hopefully not. But it looks like it's holding tight down there. That's the part where I was most concerned. So, see a couple drips over here. Hopefully that's just water that came out of the vacuum breaker doing its job. The other part is, I probably shouldn't have this open. Totally full. It's first day. Should let it go a couple of hours before doing that. It's been about an hour sealed up. So anyway, I wanted to pass along that wisdom from the ancient man before the wisdom is lost and we all die slow, painful deaths because we don't know how to fix our vacuum breakers. Thanks.